And his legal team are willing to meet with Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley on the issue of an ex gratia payment to the families of the 4 divers who died at the pipeline at Aparia Fuel Trading Company Limited in February 2022. The 4 men, Faisal Kurban, Kazim Ali Jr., Yusuf Henry and Rishi Nagasar perished while undertaking maintenance work at Aparia on behalf of LMCS Limited. Ramada is legal counsel for Salisha Kurban, the wife of Faisal Kurban, and Aliyah Henry, the daughter of Yusuf Henry. The diver's death was the subject of a commission of inquiry which declared a breach of duty of care by both LMCS and Paria. Speaking during a news conference at the San Fernando Law Firm yesterday, Ramada said while his team is prepared to file an action in the High Court, they're yet to do so.
We have today not filed, but we are prepared to do so. The reason we have not filed is that we have taken note of what the learned and the Honourable Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley had said in the Parliament when the Commission of Inquiry's report was laid on the 19th of January 2024. To quote the Honourable Prime Minister, he says, "This matter remains a matter of legal liabilities and responsibilities, and it would be quite unusual at this stage for the government to override the responsibility and role of the board and other entities involved." So the matter is being reviewed as far as I'm aware. The findings and recommendations there are of the Commission of Inquiry and the Office of the Prime Minister and the government. Even though PARIA is a state-owned entity, the government is not now in a position to override those situations. He also stated, this isn't a matter for the government to jump in. This is a matter where a state company has an accident in a situation where a contract was being executed by a private company. So the government cannot just jump in and decide to pay compensation willy-nilly all over the place. We have to follow process. The Office of the Prime Minister is not at this time involved in this matter. Having heard and respecting the view of the Honourable Prime Minister, we took it upon ourselves to write to the Corporate Secretary of Aparia Fuel Trading Company Limited on the 2nd of February 2024, indicating now that the issue of an ex gratia payment is what we would be seeking for the families for whom we represent, so that they will not have the horror of having lost their loved ones and the additional horror of having to look after their daily needs where the breadwinners have been killed by the actions or inactions of PARIA and LMCS.
In more news, Opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar has reiterated a call for the government to provide police and army patrols in the vicinity of all schools in a bid to curb the violence that students are experiencing. Persad-Bissessar was speaking at a party's Monday night cottage meeting where she noted that with the current surge of violence, particularly gun violence, going to school is now a risk, as she alleged that the government was doing nothing about the situation. So now when TNT going to school is a risky business in the lives of our children and the lives of teachers, principals and staff, and even to the families of the parents who drop their children off to school, she said. The opposition leader added that within the school compound itself, children are also being bullied and forced to join gangs. As she recalled, the issue was raised before during the party's local government campaign. Persad-Bissessar reiterated the need for additional security to protect the nation's children. The government must urgently call upon the Commissioner of Police and the head of the Defence Force to begin police and army patrols near our schools to keep our children safe. The government has failed to implement any policy or program to halt or reduce the school violence, the opposition leader said. We now head on over to Shanaka Phipps with the sports and the weather report.
Thank you, Chanel Webb. Good afternoon. I'm Shanaka Phipps with your sports report. In sports today, the Trinidad and Tobago boys tennis team won their latest series at the Junior Davis Cup in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic on Monday. TNT won 3 matches against home team Dominican Republic in Group D to win the series 3-0. Kyle Dalla Costa and Bijan Hall both won their single matches. Dalla Costa defeated Carlos Nadal in straight sets, 6-1, 6-3, but Hall was made to work for his victory. Elio Mella won the first set against Hall 6-3 before TNT players stormed back to win the second set 6-0 and the third set 6-1. Tobagonian Jordan Chapman and Dalla Costa then teamed up to get past Nadal and Nate Pimentel 7-5, 6-2 to end the series unbeaten. On Sunday, the TNT girls lost 3-0 to Bahamas and the TNT boys got past Barbados 3-0. Both tournaments will continue today. In more sports, former Trinidad and Tobago West Indies women's team off-spinner Anisa Mohammed was hailed as one of the most distinguished citizens among us during an event held in her honor at the National Cricket Centre in Balmain, Vancouver yesterday. The event was hosted by the TNT Cricket Board and the TNT Women's Cricket Association and featured members of the cricket fraternity thanking the recently retired Mohammed for her contribution to the development of the women's game locally and regionally. The 35-year-old announced her retirement from the game earlier this year after a career that spanned almost 20 years. Her international career at the age of 15 and has taken 180 ODI wickets and 125 T20I wickets. She was also the first player, male or female, to reach 100 T20I wickets. And that's all for sports. Now let's take a look at the weather. For the period this afternoon and tonight, Trinidad, Tobago and the remainder of the Lesser Antilles will be generally sunny, hazy and breezy with a chance of the odd isolated shower. Tonight will be generally clear apart from the chance of odd isolated shower. There is a moderate concentration of Sahara dust is present in the atmosphere. Persons sensitive to the change in the air quality should take the necessary precautions. Our temperature in Piarco and Crown Point. Last night there was a minimum temperature of 23 degrees in Piarco and 24 degrees in Crown Point. Our maximum temperature today is 33 degrees in Piarco and 32 degrees in Crown Point. Our seas are moderate. Waves are up to 1.5 meters in open waters and below 0.5 meters in sheltered areas. And that's all for today. Now back to you, Chanel.
Now regionally, Prime Minister Dr. Kit Rowley said plans are moving forward for the launch of an inter-island regional ferry service with the intention to add Suriname to the route. The Office of the Prime Minister said Dr. Rowley joined regional leaders in Georgetown, Guyana for the 46th regular meeting of the CARICOM Heads of Government on Monday. The conference will run from February 25th to 28, 2024. Maritime transportation, specifically the imminent launch of the interregional cargo ferry that will operate the Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados and Guyana routes, also engaged leaders during Monday morning session. It is expected that Suriname will be added to the ferry's route. Prime Minister Rowley said he was pleased with the level of interest generated by the decision to launch the ferry and assured that the government is committed to ensuring the commercial preparatory work is completed. He said while the government will still facilitate the incubation of the project, it is hoped that the private sector will play an integral role in the expansion of the ferry service. A commitment was made by both parties to enhance operation in the areas of aviation and creation of a legislative framework to respond to the emerging issues related to increased usage of artificial intelligence. Recapping the headlines, 3 murdered in Maraval. LMCS divers attorney wanted to meet with the Prime Minister. Opposition leader calls for police and army patrols outside of schools. And Suriname to be added to inter-island regional ferry route. Good afternoon, I am Chanel Webb, and that was the news on the street, 919 FM.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com. Entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Don't you touch that dial. You're locked on to The Street 919 FM.
Whoa. Mr. Gunman, please, 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 give me a ease, 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 ease. We go to school for we education, but you only have causing destruction. Please, 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 give me a ease, 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 ease. In school each day we have to pray for you not to pass your guns today. Please, 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 please. Hey. I'm sure you have family that's going to school with we. And if you want niece, a little brother or sister, like it okay that you and all went to school here. And your kids might come here in the future. Look at bleeding man, please hold your hands for the sake of all the children of this land. Mr. Gunman, please, 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 give me a ease, 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 ease. We go to school for we education.
Get in on Flow's cashback craziness and you can score $250 cashback on your bill when you sign up or upgrade to our Linker plans and when you pay your bill on time. Visit discoverflow.co to get your cashback today.
School each day we have to pray for you not to pass your guns today. Please, please.
Sweet savings sale is on right now at Furniture Plus. Enjoy sweet deals and get free gifts on select purchases in store and online. Up to 30% off dining and living room furniture, up to 25% off accent chairs and home office furniture, and up to 20% off bedroom furniture. Plus shopper combo and BOGO deals galore. No cash, no problem. Pay $1 down on higher purchase plans. All stores open Monday to Saturday and the Shop Savarima stores open on Sunday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
I little dead and pleading. I humbly asking, put down the guns, please, no more shooting. Mr. Gunman, please.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco, Sangre Grande. Every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. dealing with disabilities, and coming Friday from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. the all-night prayer live on the street 919 FM. For further information, call 753-1113 or 236-7271.
For you not to pass your guns today. Please, 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 please. Whoa. Yeah. Hey. This is a new generation in swing with the young ones. Hello, 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 hello. Look around me today, I can't even go and play. That cannot be fair, there's madness everywhere. Rashati say, got out the system. Songs like that say we missing. What about singing Sandra? The ghetto youth is on fire. Brother resistance, say. I said to bring the bell long day. Time to connect with our ancestors. TNT filled with these blood suckers. Hear the children cry. Hear the people cry. nation, from this new generation. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Why can't we love one another? Help and support each other. Look what we've come to. TNT we real going through. Head of states act like they don't know what happened to the government's manifesto. Elections come and gone, same thing. Yeah, wrong is only mad type of so. They use sugar happy like the fingers glad. They done with school only to the bad. Numbers 9, 10, 11. Knocking like a 7, they ain't see this place gone mad. Hear the children cry. Hear the people cry. Hello. This is the cry for the nation, for this our generation. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. We need to fall on our knees and pray. Let Jehovah God guide the way. It's a government system. We living in a Babylon system. Love yourself and love thy neighbor. Stop to soup on your brother. We big fat man and envy. We don't want them bad vibes on we. So hear me please when I start to shout. Hello, hello, I'm crying out. Yeah, the pain coming from my mouth. Hear me out, please hear me out. Hear the children cry. Hear the people cry. This is a new generation, entwined with the young one. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's a government system. We living in a Babylon system. It's a government system. We living in a Babylon system. It's a government system. We living in a Babylon system. It's a government system. We living in a Babylon system. It's a government system. We living in a Babylon system. It's a government system. We living in a Babylon system.
Sometimes when we experience something and we enjoy it, we tend to want to repeat and we tend to want to get overindulged and sometimes we get complacent. This is just a warning to people who might like it. Remember, you better be careful. I never thought I would live to see something so come to pass, but it's now a reality, like a dream come true at last. Stop this speculating and guessing. I wouldn't keep you wondering. Friends are talking about the highway from San Fernando to Point Fortin. I like it. I really enjoy the green scenery. I like it. It feels like natural therapy. I like it. You have the speed and you're reaching fast. I like it. Saving time and you're saving costs. I like it. I like it.
I went bankrupt. Now I feel like going insane, cause suddenly everything just stopped. I don't know what government do, whether they work magic or voodoo, but the highway reached down to Point 10 and I'm really glad they get through, cause I like it. I like the beautiful scenery. I like it. It feels like natural therapy. I like it. You have to speed and you're reaching fast. I like it. Saving time and you're saving gas. I like it. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. Naming it the Archibald Pavilion is most appropriate. These two football icons gave us so much to celebrate. Just a mere mention of their names bring back such beautiful memories concerning Trinidad football during the 60s and the 70s. Why I like it. I really enjoy the green scenery. I like it. It feels like natural therapy. I like it. You have to speed and you're reaching fast. I like it. Saving time and you're saving gas. I like it. Sunday evening, take a drive and see. I like it. Take out your friends and your family. I like it. Every time I pass by it feeling nice. I like it. This must be the highway to paradise. I like it. I like it. I like
The Street 919, Trinidad and Tobago.
I like
A jiggy calypso, King Charles Z. Wanted. People just borrow and do as they may, causing you sorrow along the way. All who feel they take and get away, is the children going to pay? Hey, hey. Oh, what a thing, Charles Z, to be King Charles Z. I'm sure you got to rejoice and sing. Oh, yeah. Now that you done celebrate, there's something that cannot wait. Give me what you have for me. Give me what you have. Your dear mother passing left many in tears, but her passing also left you in a rest. Charles, give me what you have for me. Give me what you have for me. Give me what you have for me. Give me what you have. Because you must make cowboys in the old land, split up India and Pakistan, steal the people of Amrestafi. Lives you take and you take. Charlie, the people in India balling. Charlie, you must make it right somehow. Charlie, for reparations they call it. Charlie, give them something new. Well, the people, we want to be wanted, be wanted. We want to be wanted, be wanted. We want to be wanted, be wanted. No, no, no. Well, the people, we want to be wanted, be wanted. We want to be wanted, be wanted. We want to be wanted, be wanted. No, no, no. Oh, what a thing, Charlie, to be King Charlie. The whole world contribute to your bling. Oh, yeah. Now you want your golden coach, I must submit my reproach. Give me what you have for me. Give me what you have. You turn humans into products of your trade. After slavery is the slave masters you paid. Sort out yourself. Give me what you have for me. Give me what you have for me. Give me what you have for me. Give me what you have. Because you take where we culture for speed we hit. Make we slave all day on estates. Take resource I drain we pitch lake. You take and you take. Charlie, half of the Caribbean balling. Charlie, look we in Trinbago too. Charlie, colonialism appalling. Charlie, you know what to do. Start to live in them coffers. We want to be wanted, be wanted. We want to be wanted, be wanted. We want to be wanted, be wanted. No, no, no. Well, the people, we want to be wanted, be wanted. We want to be wanted, be wanted. We want to be wanted, be wanted. No, no, no. All the suppressing natives.
You dip in them coffers, Charles. You dip in them coffers.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know, I just like Chelsea a little bit now. You know. Dip in them coffers, Chelsea. Dip in them coffers. Oh, they're great, Trinidad and Tobago. Well, you know, I don't have much time with you today, yeah? So I'm opening up the phone lines. You call in and talk about what you want to talk about today. I am just going to listen. You know that's very hard for me to do, right? But I'll do it today. I'll try. I'll try today to sit and listen to you all talk. So this is your show. What I mean, your program from now until 1 o'clock. Call in. If you want to call in and blaze Chelsea, you can do that too. But the numbers to call 342-0081, 342-0081, 466-5391. Your opportunity to call in and talk. Your talk. I don't have a topic. I'm giving you the chance or you the opportunity to have your topic today. Alright? So, I'm taking your calls. 342-0081, 466-5391. What is on your mind?
Have been very hard, been really tough for some. This fighting between Trinidad and Sister Tobago. Now the anthem mandate both of them to keep standing side.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor Google. And watch. Shift me to call your program and say what is on my mind and talk about what's on your mind. And Pastor Google, what is on my mind, Pastor Google, is that where is the sympathy for the loved ones who lost? A opposition leader now lost his life. The President of the United States went to meet his wife and his daughter. I am asking, where is the Prime Minister? He's staying in Guyana on vacation. I am asking, where is the Minister of National Security? Where is the Minister of Energy? This young boy gets killed over a week now. Where this young boy gets killed, it border between two MPs, Stuart Young and Fitzgerald Hines. So what would them so hard to go up there and give the family comfort, give the family hope, give the family love? That's so hard to do for John Hines. You went through some months ago with a PSA system, calling people names like you know all of them. Today, I ask you for John Hines. Come and meet us. Come and meet us. It is time for all you African leaders to meet all your children. It's time for all you to meet all your children. Because you know why? We are looking bad. And we have leaders who have resources, could help us, could give us a hand up or that a hand down. Right. We are saying this afternoon here. We need to see our members of parliament. People we vote for, we don't want to see Kamala. Right. We don't want to see the police. We want to see people we vote for. So I am saying this before I go back. Google. I am asking for Gerald Hines. Let's talk young, but for Gerald Hines, it is time to meet Kingsley. It is time for me to talk about the community. It is time for me to pick up with a plan to remove these stigma on our community. I thank you very much.
Somebody say open our ants nest. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Google.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling from Princestown. The first thing I want to say, Kingsley, who always on the radio, must show some respect for the individuals in government. Right? That is the first thing.
Right.
Don't address the people by the name just so. You're
Right.
always on the radio, have some respect. Because
Right.
remember, children are listening. I am fed up of the disrespect. That is one.
Wait, before you go on, so that is something. So that is something you want me to implement from now on going forward. Anybody calling in must have
respect.
Continue to have respect for people in authority.
This is it.
All
You
right.
must have respect for authority.
All
because
right.
the one of the pledges of our nation is I must have respect for my leaders, my and all those in authority. So we something like that. No. The UNC has no right to be trying to tell the Prime Minister what to do when he goes about his business, energy-wise or whatever. Because they were in government, and it is because of their behavior and their attitude and their principles they were voted out. Gary Griffith is one he don't know if he go in or if he come in. You understand? And he is another one who have no respect. You want to be a leader, and you are not trying to lead by example. These individuals have to respect themselves. Show some respect. Young children are listening. You understand? So that is what all I have to say today, Google. Take care.
Thank you very much. All right, continue to take your calls. 342-0081 466-5391. Open mic.
So when outside starts to growl and bark, that really leaves me in a stew.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. You know what I want to ask Kingsley and all the UNC people? If this Prime Minister did not go to Guyana, part of a CARICOM contingent of Prime Ministers and top officials in the region to discuss matters pertinent to the region, not just to Trinidad, but to the region, because we are one, We are one collectively. What would he have said? What would UNC have said if the Prime Minister had refused to go to Guyana or had refused to attend anything to do with CARICOM? What would they have said? And he don't care about Trinidad, he don't care about the region, he's snubbing O'Fanali and the lady from Barbados, Mayor Motley, and this and that. He don't care about the Caribbean, he's spitting them out, he don't care about them. This is, what would you have said? What would you have said if you had refused to attend CARICOM talks? Besides which, the man is in charge. He's the chairman of the Department of CARICOM Affairs that has to do with security. Security in the region. We have a major crime problem across the region. You watch the news, you read the news, not only Trinidad, but you will see that. And Dr. Rowley has a responsibility for crime across the region. So if you didn't go to Guyana, what would you all have said? What would you all have said? And finally, when you want to talk about the murders and the children getting killed and this and that and the other, I want to tell he and all UNC people, as far as I am concerned, crime is not restricted to violent crime. Crime is also when you thief from the country. And you know what is the bigger crime? When you thief from the country and your leader goes out of her way to protect the thieves by coming up with Section 34. That is what I want to tell him. And if he has answers for that, let him call and tell me what he made of Section 34 in 2012, Independence Day. That is also a crime because you are saving possible criminals from certain jail, especially when you refuse to extradite them the year before, 2011. That is a major crime. It's as bad as violent crime and murders. It's not worse because you are condoning criminal behavior by not pursuing the legal demands open to you by sending them to Florida to face trial. Lying and saying, they could be tried in Trinidad when you knew all along that would never happen. So don't come and tell me about the children getting killed and this and that. When your leader protects criminals from being extradited and prosecuted and jailed, then you could talk to me. When the year after that you could come and tell me that you explain to me why your leader come with Section 34, I will sit down and listen to you. Because what she said, here they said, I'm going now, but hear what she said. Section 34 was meant to benefit not only Galbransing and Ferguson and those fellas, but there were many men on remand yard, many men who were languishing there for years and who stood to benefit by the passage of Section 34. But guess what? Independence Day was a Friday. The Monday morning, bright and early, only lawyers for those two men found themselves on St. Vincent Street outside the courts of this country to help get these men freed of all charges. How come neither the men on remand yard nor their families knew about Section 34? So you lied to the country. You lied to the country. So, Mr. Kingsley, if you could find answers for any of those things, I would be very, very glad to hear you. Thank you, Google.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, I was watching a program on WFNBC, right? Which by this political analyst was saying, that when you have the opponent against the wall, like how PNM have the UNC, as Mr. Years just explained, keep jamming them. Do not let up. Right? You're talking about crime. You talk about the white collar crime, what they have committed against the country. You talk about the PIACO, all those scandals, Section 34, what they bring upon the country, trying to escape some of their finances, right? And he said, when you have them against the wall, do not let up. And now, it's coming down to the nitty-gritty of election, is to let them have it. You understand? Because when they was in power in 2010, 2015, they're talking so much about crime. Why did they not eliminate the crime? She take down all the security apparatus around the country, dismantle everything, put somebody who is inexperienced as the head of the security thing, and everything was mashed up. And when the government come back in there to try to fix up that security, come on. All right, Pastor Google. Let's listen to your program.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, my dear Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, here it is. We have the former Commissioner of Police telling the nation that the party in opposition is in bed with criminals. In bed with criminals. What about that? How are you dealing with that? Can they bring back the blimp, Pastor Google? I would love you to talk to somebody in authority about bringing back the blimp and so on. Right? And how it is, another parliamentarian will tell another one that our snake have led for you. How you know that? You are a legislator. You in parliament. You don't deal with those fellas on the block and all kind of things. At least you're not supposed to. How you know that snake had led for you? Pastor Google, the hypocrisy of these people. And when you get into parliament as a legislator, you are supposed to pass legislation in the best interest of Trinidad and Tobago. And when the executive, because they are part of the government, people must know the whole thing, know the civics, that the opposition is part of governance. When they call it together to pass bills in the best interest of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, you either abstain or you vote against. You find every excuse not to vote, to send a signal to the criminals. Well, we have joined forces together as one in the people's best interest. No. You have the bail bill, all the different bills that will impact on criminal activity. Nothing on you supportive. When the other side was in opposition, they supported you with the 120 days so that the police will have the time to do their investigation and get hold of the real criminals and deal with them accordingly. No, you didn't do that. You didn't do that at all. You do nothing. As a matter of fact, based on what you hear in the parliament and on the street, that your thing is not to support nothing that the government brings. No matter what legislation they bring, you're supporting nothing. And you want to talk about crime? You have a commissioner that's always in bed with criminals? Pastor Google, have a beautiful afternoon. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello? I call her in a day.
Hit him my slap one time. What poverty and no damn excuse for crime. No way.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you this afternoon?
I am quiet.
I can hear the tone of voice. Now, I want to respond to the lady just now. Gary Griffith know how Munilal know what he was saying because Gary Griffith went in the Hyatt and bounced up the people who could have get the man led. That Gary Griffith told us, so that is why last time, they on the Monday forum, the opposition, this is the second time or third time she made this statement. Anybody that's coming to join the UNC has to have respect, and especially for the younger ones. You understand? Who do you think she showed that out to? Is Gary Griffith she was responding to because of the statement he made just recently. And here we're going on, she telling all the older ones, you see who I put up here? What's the young one name who is Minister for Education? Oh, well, I forget her name. People like those, people like Nakit, people like Sawa Bhattacharya. You see, he had a protest, no property tax, but he barely had 100 people. Bhattacharya is a big community, you know. And if you observe, 90% of the 100 people that he was on the protest look just like him. When are we going to wake up and understand what is going on here? It's jail, all of them breaks, you know. They give me section 34 and ask yourself, and you know what they tell me? After the Prime Minister made this statement because we supported section 34 with the intention that we're going to speed the court system up, we're going to get masters and all these things in the court. And because the opposition said to them at the point in time, I ain't supporting nothing because I can't trust all you. They come out of government 9 years now and using that to tell us the reason why they're not supporting the government is because of what was said to them 9 years ago. You only believe that? When are we going to wake up? Pastor Google, enjoy you.
All right. I want to play something for you all as we get ready to leave because, you know, paid segment is coming up. So we're going to play this. We're going to play this. So those of you who are on the live, this is what Ms. Bisasa said last night. Just touching base with what Mr. Bhattacharya said.
As the season changes, let's continue to show that ocean of unity for each other. Let's harmonize that sweet rhythmic sound that comes from deep within, that reflects togetherness, getting back to the issues that matter the most. One mission, one station, The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of The Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on The Street 919 FM. If you want greater respect from your bankers, bosses, those in authority, then words matter. If you want more productive business relationships with co-workers, customers, or clients, then join Dr. Madonna on the street, 919 FM, every Monday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. For words matter. Communication for joyful workplaces. Dr. Madonna will help you unlock the secret power of words for your financial, relationship, and physical well-being. Whether you work at home, on the road, or in an organization, join Dr. Madonna every Monday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. For words matter. Communication for joyful workplaces.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Wednesday night from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079 or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. live on the street 919 FM.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko, in Sangre Grande, for the Old-Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry, every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. On Mondays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Trauma and Bereavement. Also, every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., The Low and You. Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. dealing with disabilities. And every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. the all-night prayer live on the street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with the day's issues from a biblical perspective, and you'll also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He had showed you, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of you, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or 610-4673.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Another senseless murder, another brethren lifeless on the streets, another good boy dead, another nameless gangster, 3/4 jeans, Nike slippers on his feet. How did it ever come to this? Another beef, another diss. Somebody thief, somebody cook. The whole village had a smoke. Meanwhile up in Parliament, cross insults and arguments. The ones they paid to find the cure slam each other more and more. And so at every crack of dawn, another hitman cracks his gun. shake their fine silk robes in courts. And from the hall of justice, there's no answer. As every well-laid crime plan comes to naught. How did it ever come to this institutional paralysis? The ones that thoughts will find the cure fail us daily more and more. And as we shrug with hands upraised, bruised and battered, stand and days. The hangman in coming back, Pratt and Morgan hang he jack. Still at every crack of dawn, another bandit cracks his gun. We have to reach each misled son, so on our streets the blood don't run. We have to calm each mother's sigh, so tears of sadness fill no eyes. Got to find the strength to ask those hungry eyes behind each mask. Endless night of sorrow. We need a bright tomorrow. It's getting very scary.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you could get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God. God's word direct from his throne room in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Trinidad and Tobago.
We now take you over for spiritual food for the body, mind, and soul. Entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM.
Tonight, for this wonderful opportunity that still able to